Good morning, this is Connor from 0DTE Traders here to present our market minute for May 28th, 2024. It is 10 o'clock and the SPX is trading flat at 53.01. We struggled to move away from that fair value zone, 5300, 5310. This has been the mean of range over the past couple weeks. We've just continuously reverted back to this handle or this zone with several pins, so several closes in that zone. Now we did start to break away last week, Thursday, Friday, but we ended up settling at 53.04 for the close last week, so basically in that zone. Now we're definitely due for that next directional move. We're due for some more volatility expansion one way or the other. Now some levels we're paying close attention to include the flip on the downside, that is 52.95. A break below is a short-term risk-off signal where we would anticipate a further spike in volatility. VIX is already up 4% here today, so a break could most certainly exacerbate that, which will invoke sell flows on the S&P. So something to pay very close attention to. Beyond that, support sits at ES 5300. Okay, that is SPX 5283 equivalent. And we got a couple gaps on the downside. 5278 to 5268, 5256 to 5246. Now major support in here lies at 5260. Okay, that is the SPY put wall, which is 525, also the previous week's low. Okay, so major support here, must hold for the bulls. Now on the upside, we continue to hold that flip. So as long as we hold that flip, the market should be somewhat supportive, and the upside trade remains valid if you are looking at upside exposure at this juncture. Now, the bulls need to take out 53.25. This has been pretty stiff resistance. We had that false break last Thursday. So if bulls can get a close above, that would be a positive development. The all-time high sits above that at 53.41 and then 53.50, which is quite sizable gamma resistance. Now, in terms of the implied move today, that is a 0.6% implied move. So participants once again pricing in low volatility, implied high at 53.36, implied low at 52.71. And we're also seeing market internals somewhat supportive for that low vol thesis as well. ADD plus 400, so fairly close to that zero handle. Volume difference is positive, 1.3 to 1, but fairly close to that 1 to 1 neutral level. VIX is obviously something we want to pay very close attention to. It is an exacerbating factor. And as far as sectors go, sectors are mixed, which is generally an indication of low volatility mean reversion. Keep a close eye on growth mega caps because they do hold the most influence on the S&P, right? Because the S&P is a market cap weighted index. Right now, mixed, but they could turn one way or the other, and if that does occur, that move could have legs. Now, lastly, let's go over to our gamma charts and highlight where we sit. Starting from the top, the SPX Gamma Index is positive 370 million, trading above the flip of 52.95. This is our transition. All strikes below negative, that is destabilizing for the market price. All strikes above positive, that is supportive for the market price. In terms of the upper and lower bound, we have 5400 is the call wall. That is the logical upside target this week. On the downside, 5200 is our put wall and the logical downside target this week. In terms of volatility, 5-day realized vol has, bottomed out here. We had a bit of a double bottom, and we spent 2 weeks compressed here near the lower bound. So we're definitely due for some volatility expansion and that next directional move, so away from that 5300 handle. Now, this doesn't necessarily predict market direction up or down. This just gives you an indication of whether you should anticipate higher or lower realized volatility, which simply means the volatility that's actually occurring in the market, okay, opposed to the implied, what participants expect. Now, to talk about implied, we highlighted today 0.6% implied move, and that actually holds true for this whole week here. It's Tuesday today. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Every day the markets are pricing at a 0.6% move. So if we look at this, they're really not expecting a whole lot of volatility. And there's not a whole lot, I would say, on the calendar as a catalyst. Main events this week: Thursday GDP, Friday PCE, which is the Fed's preferred inflation metric. So these have the potential to move the market. But as of right now, participants are not really concerned. Today, what do we have? We do have some Fed speakers: Fed Mester, Fed Kashkari, Fed Cook. So keep the news feed up, remain vigilant. There could be some headline risk today. But other than that, not a whole lot going on. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. If you're not a member and you're interested in learning more, you can visit our website at 0DTEtraders.com. Best of luck out there today.